It's been a slow week for us when it comes to sales on TCG Player, and when I mean slow, I mean non-existent. Since our last video, we have made 0 sales, and what is one to do when sales aren't flowing through? You adjust accordingly. So, in this video today, I'm going to talk about what our prices were, what we adjusted them to help those sales come flying through. But before I get started, my name is Matt with the Spiel Deal. Catch us selling on TCG Player under Route 363 TCG. And I'm just in this to help fund our hobby. Started off by selling off a lot of our own personal bulk. So my in on this is currently very low. So hopefully everyone has had an excellent and exceptional day today, despite the fact that some of you may have had that white screen of refresh when it came to today's Pokemon Center drop. I hope anyone who wanted to get that Pokemon Center for Pitch Black ETB booster box, whatever it may be, I hope you hit, and let's hope they, give us a little bit of a redo on that for those of us who did not hit. So as I was saying, we had 0 sales leading up to this week, which was actually a kind of a blessing. It allowed us to reorganize the room that I'm currently standing in, just so we have a better system of what's listed, what's being staged, even a little bit of what's our personal stuff, and some of which you can see behind. So we wanted to take the time to clean it up in here, which great so far, still kind of a work in progress. But notice that no sales were being made, unfortunately. And I had to take a look and see, okay, what are we doing? What are my prices at? Because I have a pretty bad habit of not checking the prices on my cards frequently enough, because the market, goes up and down, and I tend to forget to readjust. That's how I end up selling cards way under market or leaving cards way over market. We all make that mistake occasionally. Going through what my former pricing was, I first take a look at what our floor price was. And I had my floor pricing at 14 cents a card for, anything 14 cents or less. Anything 14 cents or less, 14 cents was the floor. And then anything 15 cents or higher, I don't know why. I think I had it at a percentage of 25% over market. And I'm realizing that that doesn't work. And I'm sure my current system still doesn't work, where I just readjusted to 12 cents is my floor. And my pricing between 13 cents all the way up to, I would say, I think $10. I may have had it at 15%. And then anything $10 or higher, I did it at 5%. Kind of low when it comes to what I hear a lot of other sellers do, where they're like, oh yeah, 30, 40% over market. And I'm like, people are buying at 30, 40% over market? Because I know me personally, I don't think I would be buying 30 or 40% over market. But I have to imagine sellers like that have a larger range of inventory than I have, to make it a lot better to bundle all the cards together. But with the adjustment of changing my floor, changing my percentages, the sales started rolling in. I think between yesterday and as we speak right now, I think we've had about 10 to 11 sales, which is great for a random middle of the week. Better than, well, what I've been leading up to, better than this point last month. And I have to tell myself and remind myself that when selling on TCG Player, it's all about volume. Like, I'm trying to push these sales out more, so I can then reinvest into the business. Again, I don't consider this a business. I'm just mainly trying to fund for things like, tins to pick up at Target MSRP. That's kind of what I do this for, just to fund it. That's it. Can it grow into something greater? Absolutely, but I'm not thinking about that too much right now, just enough to kind of offset our current costs. And because a lot of what we are selling is our personal bulk that we have acquired over time, I also realize I don't feel the need to squeeze every little penny out of each transaction. Again, personal bulk, I can list this at 10 cents, 5 cents for those, bulk cards, and I would be okay with some of those sales. The effort put into some of those sales would not be, worth it. That's why the floor price exists. But I'm just gaining back a little bit from each of those cards, and definitely more, ideally, than if I was just to drop off all this bulk at my local card shop. So I do try to get some fair pricing in there, and I definitely, with since I do have the free shipping, I try to integrate a little bit of the shipping costs in with the card price for TCG Player. Earlier, we sold one of the cards you'll see is a Stuffle illustration rare. I had it at the lowest listing at the time. And I don't usually like being the lowest listed card, but I also had this marked up 50 cents higher than market. I'm okay with that. This is also a card that maybe a month ago was $3. So now I'm selling it for around $6. I'm okay being the lowest listed, uh, even while I'm over market. It's not like I'm taking a huge hit with it, and the card's going off to hopefully someone's master set that they're going to appreciate it more. So I always like that. So I'm still going to learn to figure out what is my floor. I'm going to probably adjust it again today. I'm going to readjust my percentages today. You know, bump it up to 15% for anything from 5 and over. Maybe the little bit of vintage I have listed, get that around, 20, 25%, even depending on conditioning. Who knows? But I think everything I have is going to be fairly priced, competitively priced, and I'm just now looking to create that volume to generate sales and to make my TCG marketplace a little bit more, out there and known. Because a lot of this would be easy if I did have the mass pricing tool that comes with being a pro seller. But as I've stated in a couple videos ago, that is my goal, is to have that pro seller site. I just need, ideally, the following, and I got to be able to get my brand out there so people know, hey, buy here, because I want to make some money back to help fund the hobby, but I don't want to pay additional fees just for the luxury tools. Like Fiona, I agreed. We're gonna go hard mode here for a little bit, make some money back, take some of it, reinvest it, and once we are at a profitable, I think, we're going to, make some purchases to help make this a smoother process. Looking at scanners at some point. I hear the Epson and the Fujitsu are the big brands. So really excited to one day hopefully generate enough sales to get that into our inventory or get that into our product. Y'all know what I mean. But with that being said, let's go over some of the cards that we did sell now that we did lower our prices just a little bit. It's crazy, just a small change generates, more and more business. Fiona will be showing the cards that we have sold over the couple days, and Alexander is kicking us off with the Garganackle illustration rare, and then got a Gigalith reverse hollow going on there. Got to throw in the reverse hollows along with the Lightbird reverse hollow. And then we have the Reniculus promo illustration rare. So next we got Rowlet illustration rare going to Eddie. Eddie, good pickup for you. And then coming up next is Levi with
4 Palafins, 4 illustration rare Palafins from Paldean Fates. And then we're going to have Peyton pick up Swinub, and Spiro. Can't have one without the other. And then next up is Andres with the Stuffle, as mentioned earlier. Stuffle. All right. Next, we have Mickle. Yes, that's Mickle with the Reverse Hollow Toxel. We have the Reggie Drago promo. And we have the Salazzle GX. Still not a fan of Salazzle. Then Dylan is picking up not 1, not 2, but 4 copies of Maynetric. Kevin is getting the VMAX Eternatus. Charles with the Litleo. Gotta love that cute little Leo in the alley. And the promo Noctowl going. Next is going to be Alan with a Brave Bangle, Hyper Rare Switch from 151, and the Gothitelle promo illustration rare. Kevin, big order, Jet Energy, 4 copies of the Monkey Dory Hollow. Someone's building a deck. We got the Okidogi EX. We got the Ho-Oh, Ethan's Ho-Oh. We got Absol, and we got Sharpedo's 18 card order, rounding out with Toxels and Carvana. Big order. Then we got Derek with one of my favorites, Belly Bolt and Toxtricity. And finally, we got Brian with Dunsparce, and not the Dunsparce I was expecting, and the Dunsparce, the one I was expecting. Figures is for a Dex.
Thank you, everyone who did buy from us over the past couple days after we did that slight price adjustment. If you are interested, link to the TCGplayer Marketplace is in the description below. And if you like content like this, still trying to find my feel with this long form content, like and subscribe. It will help go a long way. And I already have a good video in mind, courtesy of Fiona, who thank you for pulling the orders and packing the orders. She wanted to really get used to my system, and we've had some words about it. So stay tuned.